We welcome you to the SEC on ESPN. It's been the best conference in college basketball and a great city, the music city of Nashville, Tennessee. The setting today for some sweet string music as number 19 Vanderbilt entertains the Tennessee Volunteers. So here we go. You can really feel it in this arena. These two are ready to get after it. Vandy with 21 wins, Tennessee with 19 wins. Amen. Will drive it and lay it in so smooth.
That's a great move right there. Great first step. The importance of playing defense.
Late in the shot clock. And switched in by McLaughlin.
For the Tennessee Volunteers, they rebound 45% of their opportunities.
Yeah, the transfer, Jalen Carey transferring from Vanderbilt to Tennessee. Washington will knock it down. Jalen Washington, the 6'10 senior.
16 points per game, 8.5 rebounds in 2 games versus Tennessee. But now, I love this place. I can't wait to do big things.
Stole it away, and Boswell will lay it up and in. Tennessee converts. The kick from McLaughlin just buried it 3 moments ago, and he's got another one.
And that's the thing. McLaughlin can stretch the floor. When he was at Boston College, he had a 30-point game. And you have to have that playing against Tennessee because this is one of the most physical teams in the country.
Gillespie lines one up and knocks back a 3. He's 35% out there. Just keep an eye on Tyler Nickel. We're in at number 5 appropriately. He's one of the great shooters in the country. They get tied up underneath and can't convert. Washington underneath the iron.
So he will not restrict his minutes. You're talking about, Dickie B mentioned, 16.6 points per game. This guy's been a starter.
Amen with a nice dish.
No, Kenny Chesney.
Kenny Chesney does all the time.
Kenny Chesney's special.
Over the top and the slam by Okpara at 6'11".
Okpara has really changed his game.
Tanner's got unbelievable quickness to the basket.
Slam down by Washington on the rejection. Miles off the fake. Bing, another one on the way. Got it from 3-point line.
Bravery, a scoring machine, leading the nation in scoring.
Picked off by Tanner. And up and in for 2.
So this is one of the areas where Mark Byington talked to us about pregame OB.
Tanner has to launch one from way downtown. Way downtown.
He showed up for the Grand Ole Opera. Oh, my God.
That means that Rick Barnes had an up-close and personal view of Tyler Tanner shooting that one from about 35.
He came number 1, and he made me get up with my wife and dance at the Grand Opera, and he sang the song to us.
Okpara over the top to slam it in. It's one of the great treats for us when we get to go to have dinner with you guys every Friday night before these great Saturday games. Shot clock down to 5. Oh, slam. It'll be Washington rising up for 2.
Cadeau really is a real special point guard. Isn't he, Corey?
Yes, he is, and he pushes the tempo. One of the reasons why Michigan's able to play so fast. And Okpara with another.
An excellent first half. Miles looking to penetrate, going around the back. And backs that one out.
And he had to work for that.
The Flames, they were really behind big and made great comebacks, but not good enough.
Evans in traffic and made a tough shot.
Tough freshman is Amari Evans attacking off the bounce. He had a career-high 16 points. Bigger player on the inbounder, and that time it works out perfectly for Rick Barnes. They come up with the turnover.
Gillespie will hit the short-range jumper. Vanderbilt.
And Rick Barnes actually went to, when recruiting Nate Ament, showed him the first half as the Volunteers picked up 2 more second-chance points.
Rick's face, I'd like to have those 2 games back against Kentucky.
Brown's going to bank that one in from in close.
But how about Dwayne Brown getting the start in the second half?
Dr. Joe knows what he's doing. Now look at this here. There's all the bracketology. Mr. Rockets throwing it on. Does the guy ever sleep? Does he ever eat?
Once again, Gillespie getting in there to try and play the basketball in a mad fight for it. And Vandy comes away with it. Here's the heave at the shot clock buzzer. And Tanner hits another one.
And the Vanderbilt faithful told us there is no other rivalry like this, especially when you get here at Memorial Gymnasium. And
Listen, baby, he knows brackets.
Oh, nice pass.
And Washington converts with the slam.
Washington really can run the court. He has got great foot.
Comfortable. We want to hit them first, be physical, because Tennessee brings such physicality, you have to be able to match it.
Cherokee. Oh, shoulder off the window.
It was just a lowly GA, and Dickie B spent 20 minutes talking to me after practice.
Well, glad he remembers it.
Gillespie will switch that one in. And Tennessee needed that.
You didn't have too many of them.
Miles directing traffic. They are so happy to have him back. And he'll never let one for three-point land.
That's why. It's the Vandy Dandies.
Evans trying to penetrate. Slashes inside. But Cherokee got a hand on it. Been under the weather. I'll bet that's what that's about. Getting some rest time, and in heavy traffic, they'll knock it down. Oh, for a guy that ill.
Yeah.
14 points.
You know, I'll tell you one thing. That a man hitting that three, that could have given the team becomes contagious. And developing a guy like Acuff, oh my God, is he special.
Berg with the left hand will lay it in. Ethan Berg, the sophomore from Israel.
Good call, Obi.
Brown on the baseline. Brown in close. Boy, he's been a factor today.
He really has. And you're talking about a freshman. He's a freshman. I couldn't believe it.
Tanner trying to save it. Did a great job to fling it to Bing. And now Washington will knock down two and tie at 53.
He's played well for them as a freshman.
Payment on the spin. Denal gets it back. That won't drop. And the foul. Brown hands off. Gillespie finds the open man in Evans. Evans to drive it, leaning in and makes it just in front of the shot clock.
What great execution right there.
Miles out at the logo. Duke Miles, 17 points a game. On the dish, Bing will finish it. Terrific pass. Speed will set up a play for Tennessee. Brown hands it back to the point guard. He'll drive it, deflected away. Again, the Commodores collapsing defensively. Tanner, here's Nickel with a step back.
Tanner, you know what? Tanner made a great play. Fine, look at Mike.
3:25 to go here, and right down to the wire we come. Miles, nicely run play, but Rocco to finish.
That this conference has played at.
Tennessee needs a basket. Gillespie off the fake. Shot clock at 7. He fires. Boswell eventually wriggles free. He'll drive it and back it in.
I tell you what, he earned that, baby. He earned that.
Brown will kick it out. Boswell. Shot clock's down to 2. He hits it.
I tell you, Boswell has made 2 big plays. So a jump shot as well right there. The medium range jumper.
1:20 to go. Tanner. Tough shot. Trying to use the window, but fouled on the play.
Minutes at time, but offensive possession is important. He makes these free throws. He's probably going to go sit down.
Tell you one thing, he really demonstrated.
A lot of sitting, not feeling very well. And got the pair. They're meant to get the freshman. Trying to get free. Shot clock down to 6.
Another incredible shot. We're seeing something.
That later, so I agree with not challenging on that one.
80%. So you know they want him on the line.
And he calmly drops in number 1.
Now, even though he's had a horrible day, with Nickel on the floor, I'm fouling. I'm not giving him the 3.
Oh, it blows in. So Tanner, 37% from 3. Steps back and fires. He can't hit it. Rebound knocked around. Tennessee comes away with it with 1.8 seconds to go.
Is to play it out, and when you consider that most teams, even great shooting teams, shoot the 3.
And Evans with another one to try and put this game on ice. And he does with that one to make it a 4-point lead.
And Byington saved that timeout.
Has to do is avoid committing a foul. And on the baseline, Cherokee will fire it up. Nickel will launch it up at the buzzer. That will not drop. That's your final. Tennessee wins it. They come to Nashville and they win it 69-65. It came right down to the last couple of possessions.
What a fantastic